I unintentionally gave up television. It wasn't really a conscious decision, and it's not like a permanent thing. Like at some point in the year, I'm gonna watch TV, but it's not weekly, it's not even monthly. I think I can go like 3 months and I haven't watched any television, and it started to happen a couple of years ago. It hasn't happened overnight, it's taken probably about 3 years, I think. It just like slowly just faded away. And then as I became more conscious of the reason why I was watching television or how I felt when I was watching TV, I started to realize that I was just bored, or like I just wanted dopamine. Like the same reason people scroll for entertainment. That's what I wanted. Or I was really tired and I wanted to rest. And I'm not saying like it's just I've quit and like it's a hardline approach thing. It was really unintentional. Like I started asking myself, you know, could you do something better right now with your time? I was like, yeah. I was like, so like what could you do with your time? And I was like, I could play music, or I could write, or I could just actually rest rather than constantly using stimuli to get dopamine. I was like, why don't you like guilt free rest? I was like, bring the blinds down. I was like, maybe get a mint tea or a ginger tea or something. I was like, and actually rest. Like, no TV, no music, maybe just like listen to the birds outside, and like that's it. And as I kept doing it, I started to notice generally like I was feeling better now. I honestly can't remember the last time I watched TV. It's been a really long time. And on top of all of that, I also realized that to watch TV and to actually enjoy it, I needed to eat something at the same time. Like I needed to have my dinner or lunch and be like, oh, I'll just put Suits on for like 15 minutes. And I was like, why are you doing this? And I was like, maybe I'm not getting satisfaction from my food. That's one thing that I thought. I was like, maybe you're not getting satisfaction from your food. Like, you're not genuinely enjoying your food. I was like, maybe you need to look to your diet more and think, like, what more do I want from my diet? So that was one thing. And I was like, if you need food to enjoy TV, that would suggest you don't actually enjoy television. You're kind of like medicating yourself with food. I was like, that's really, really unhealthy. I was like, yeah, it is, isn't it? I was like, uh-huh, yeah, it is. So that's some of the things that I've learned. And the interesting part for me is that when I went to watch a series that I'd watched before, I think it was called Fallout. And previously I'd watched it and I'd enjoyed it, and I noticed I'd want to watch like one episode and then another episode, and it was always in the evening. And one episode was fine. But if I watched two episodes, it'd be overstimulated, like it's not exactly a calm, like happy program. It's kind of like action and fantasy and sci-fi kind of based. And I would go to bed and I could feel like my heart was racing, and I felt stressed out. And I was like, that's the TV. And it's not just the TV, it's what you're watching as well. I was like, you're probably getting too much blue light, and what's appearing in front of you is telling you that there's danger. I was like, so number one, you shouldn't be watching that type of program before bed, and you probably shouldn't be watching TV before bed as well. And it sounds so obvious, but I was like, yeah, I want to watch it. I want to watch it. Like dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. And the more I got in connection with like how it genuinely made me feel, I was like, nah. And then I don't know, a year went by, and then I tried watching it in the last couple of months, and I put it on of I think it was like an afternoon or something, or early evening. And as I started to watch it, I was like, I could feel myself changing. I was like, no, I was like, this is not for you. This is like really not for you. I could feel I was stressed out simply by watching it. And I was just like, no, no thanks. And I think that's when I made like a really like conscious connection with myself. And since then, I'm just not really that interested in TV anymore. And maybe like you could think like, oh yeah, maybe watch nature programs or something. But I'm like, why watch them when like I could just go outside and like experience nature somewhere? Like, okay, it's not going to be the same as like David Attenborough does like the wild or something. Like I get that. But I was like, nah, I was like, I don't think TV is for me anymore. Like, it's there. It's kind of like an ornament. It's the biggest screen I've got, and it never gets like put on. It's like it's a really strange shift because everybody watches TV. Like very few people that I know don't watch TV, and I've just disconnected from it. Like now, I'd rather play my music, write, make videos, rest without stimuli, all those things, and it was really, really unintentional. So if you're finding yourself stressed out from maybe watching TV, some of the things that I changed in the beginning to see how I felt, how I behaved, was change how much you watch. So like if you're watching like 2, 3 episodes of a night, like reduce it. And if you're still getting stressed out or maybe you're struggling sleeping, like maybe just move when you watch it. Like if I'm gonna watch TV now, it'll be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon because that's generally when I feel the most relaxed. And try that. And maybe try just like resting guilt free or realizing you don't need constant stimuli in your life. Like we're not designed to have constant stimuli. Like you need time to think for yourself at some point rather than just being fed things on a screen. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. Bye.